What's going on, yo? What's going on? What's going on? It is your Master Life Champion and Health Hero, Paul Anthony, the legendary from Full Force and House Party. What's going on, family? Yes, I'm gonna try to do this more often. I've been getting hundreds of thousands of messages and texts and reach outs and Facebooks and Instagram about yo P. You need to share that, man. So eventually we're gonna do it as a family. The whole group is gonna do it, you know. But I said, let me just go ahead and do it, because I'm always up all hours of the night and I'm always in positive movement and activation. So I just want to share this with y'all. But before I start, I just want to say thank you to the hundreds of thousands that have been reaching out all these years, not only for me, but for my brothers and my cousins, and all the things that we've been doing. 2021 is going to be a heck of a year because for sure, 2020 was some challenges and shit. You already know that. But I believe, you know, what he brings you to, he brings you through. So we're going to make some special things this year. It's going to be good. And we will be doing a special house party celebration of some kind. Last year, I was set to do 5 events in 5 states, but you all know, same thing happened to you. So I had to pause on that, but I'm looking forward to doing something this year, real special. See, I gotta stay tuned. Follow me on my Instagram, the real Paul Anthony. Of course, here, Full Force TV Live, of course on Facebook. Just keep viewing. If you keep viewing. Oh, and those of you who've been asking how can you make donations to the Paul Anthony Cancer Champion Foundation, just use just send it to you just my PayPal is Paul Full Force One at Gmail. That's Paul Full Force One at Gmail. And then I think my Cash App is Triple Man $. Either one of that. Donations are wonderfully accepted because that'll allow me to come to your city and your town and engage with you. Mask on, of course. We're gonna do that. So I tell you what, so tonight, here's what I want to talk about, man. Here's what I want to talk about. Because people have been asking me, damn near almost 40 years, about the headband, about the Paul Anthony headband and what's it about and what started it, where did it originate. And there's some special stories for that too, man. But let me see if I can take it back to the headband days. I'm here, in my brother Bowlegged Lou's wonderful office with all his wonderful memorabilia and his photos. Lou's like that. He's a real collector, you know. He keeps on his stuff. I gotta do that better. He does a great job of that, man. But yeah, so the headband, let me see. Going back when I was first starting out, when we started as Full Force, just doing shows and doing our thing, um, you know, I sweat like a fool. Always have. No matter what I'm doing, it's just sweating. And if I'm in a gym, if I'm on stage, it's like, whew. So I would always wear a headband to the gym when I train. Still do to this very day. Still wear my headband. And then when we started doing shows, I'm just sweating and drenched and draining. It's like, and to be honest with you, back in the days of the Jerry Curl days, man, the juice getting your damn eyes, you all messed up. I'm like, oof. So I used to wear my headband, just a regular bandana, like everybody wear, and I still wear that to this day. You can go online, you see countless of photos with me wearing my bandana as I'm training and everything like that. So I said, yeah, you know what? I gotta do something special with this. So back in the day, there was so many famous teen magazines like Black Beat, Right On, but I used to rock the Tiger Beat, the rock magazines, So I used to just follow the rockers. That's who I used to vibe and idolize with, like uh, Kiss, rock group Kiss, and Motley Crue, and Rat, and groups like that. So they used to always wear kind of headbands ripped and shredded and all that kind of stuff. Very different, Very. And I said, you know what? That's kind of my mind image because even when we were younger, I always saw myself as a superhero. When we were younger kids, I used to make drawings of muscle man. I'm talking when I was like 9, 10. It's so funny the way art imitates life and life imitates art. Yeah, I used to draw muscle men like this, and always some wear headbands. And I was like, I didn't even think about bodybuilding. I was only a 10 or 11, but that's what I used to draw. Always muscle men like this, you know. We couldn't afford toys, so we'd make our own drawings, cut them out, and that's what we played with, you know. So it's so funny that later on in life I'd be known world over as this guy like that, you know. That's the way the universe speaks to you. So in any event, uh, I would look at the rock groups and like, yeah, that's hot. Nobody's doing that in hip hop. Nobody's doing that in R&B. There are people that was close to it, no question. My brother Melly Mel, Grandmaster Melly Mel, and his whole crew, they was on the edge of that thing too. The thing is, Full Force, we were the first original R&B hip hop band, so we had our own lane, you know. So I said, let me start rocking it like my rock brothers. I see Poison and all these rock groups who rocking the shredded things and that and headbands and rip stuff. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna create my own thing. So I started looking at what fabric would be sexy for the ladies that they'd be like, oh, that's sexy. I said, has to be lace. So I would go to the sewing store and buy some lace, cut it up, iron it just neatly of all different colors. And I had so many different lace headbands, and then I would make leather headbands. And then, as a group, we was always on the cutting edge of being different, doing different, and saying different things. So the whole group had our own style. But as far as the headband, oh, yeah, there's one. Oh, here's one of my favorite pictures of my headband. Let me show. We got right here in his office. Look at that. Can y'all see that? Yeah, that's the black one. I remember that one, man. I forgot about that one. Anyway, um, yeah, so I started doing that, and next thing you know, what started out as a style became so necessary because that thing protected my eyes from all the chemical juice. No, and not just the juice. Just it became a very sexy thing, and I always believed in being sexy with whatever you do, if it's your flavor, being God sexy, being regular, just put that energy because sexy is a state of mind. Don't get it twisted. There's a difference between sexy and sexual. I'm talking sexy, whatever your flavor is. Some people just do it naturally without even trying. So, there's a way to capitalize on that and make that an exceptional thing that people would follow. So the headband kind of stuck from there, and then next thing you know, and then when I'm going to the gym, I wear my headband. So next thing you know, man, I'm getting tons and tons of photos of magazines of other brothers just training and working out, got their headband, and ladies dressed in some sexy outfits, rocking their headband. And I'm like, okay, this is really catching on because everybody can create style, but when do you see people imitating a style or following a style or liking it? That's the truest form of flattery. You know what I mean? So in any event, I start rocking into all the videos, whatever I'm training. If you go online right now, you see one of our best shows with American Bandstand with Dick Clark. We made him an official member with the full force Paul Anthony headband, tied it right on Dick Clark's head, right there, man. And that blew my mind because then that went worldwide. So that became a real famous thing, So I'd be flattered when I see brothers in the gym training, working out. I get pictures of brothers drinking their protein shake with about 50 to 100 headbands on their closet behind them, or just inspired like that. So when we rock the stage, oh, forget it now. I mean, the stories. Listen, if y'all want, if y'all want the true personal stories, I mean the in-depth shit, you know what I'm talking about. You have to go on my personal channel, the Paul Anthony Live. That's when I take it really, really personal. Right now, I'm going to tell you about a few of the things. Like when we go on tour, it was nothing to get on our tour bus, drive out the city, head to the next town. But we look behind us, and there's one, two, maybe three carloads of ladies following us from town to town, hanging out the window with their headbands on. You see the headbands just blowing in the wind. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I should have videotaped it back then. Back then we had no damn videotapes. But it was very, very flattering. You go to the concerts and the front row, there's ladies just headbands or brothers training out with their headbands, and I kind of love that. And with our energy, it was twice personified because of our image, because of our energy, because of our connectivity. So I see the headbands sometimes after the show. Shh, shh, do some crazy shit with a headband. I'm telling you, if y'all want more of that, you're gonna have to come over to my Paul Anthony channel. That's how I get really deep and personal and talk some in-depth stuff. But but for now, yeah, man, the memories as I'm thinking about it now, there were certain celebrities. I mean, there were people that would wait 2, 3, 4, 5 hours for me to give them the headband after the show or give them the headband before the show. I'd bring them on stage, and after I did the Alice sandwich, I'm gonna tell you about the Alice sandwich next time too. The full force Paul Anthony Alice sandwich. That'll be for the next episode. But sometimes we reward ladies with a headband. And you know what's crazy? Somewhere in parts of the world, I think maybe the Netherlands, France, I would get letters and pictures of folks that still had their headband from back in the day when I gave it to them or when they made their own. It touched me, man. So that was the origin of the full force headband. It came out. It started as a necessary thing in terms of training and working out, but then it became a style. So I don't. It wasn't always the lace headband. Sometimes I wear the bandana front, and that became my thing. But that lace headband, that just personified everything. And then my twin energy, Lisa, she would rock the headband also. So sometimes we'd rock the headband on stage together. And it was crazy because then people would be like, "Whoa, what's going on with them? They got something going on. They what? I don't know. I'll never tell." But we had some great times then too. So that was actually the origin of the Paul Anthony Full Force headband. Started out as a necessary because I sweat whatever I do. If I'm on the stage, I sweat. If I'm training, I sweat. If I'm making love, I sweat. I put work and energy into any and everything I do. You know, it started out as that, but then it easily migrated into, okay, you know what? God damn, damn Cherry curls, you're just killing me. My damn headband. Then after that, just because of the style that from the rock edge to just being that edgy type of group, that edgy type of guy, and all the rockers would rock all kind of stuff tied around their head. And I said, this is it, because back then wasn't nobody dressing like us, wasn't nobody doing the things like us before, during, and after the concert. Once again, shh. That's the Paul Anthony Shear moment. Shush moment. Shh. You want some of them stories? You got to come on over to the Paul Anthony live channel where I'm going to get real interesting, real sexy. So I just want to share that with you. I'm going to try to do this more and more because there's a lot of interesting one-on-one stories. There's great full force stories that me and my brothers will share as a group as well. It never stops. I just think and stop and think about it. I'm like, oh my God, there's so many things. We went through 4 decades of music, of film, television, entertainment, and want to share with you some special things, some very special things. So, my kings, my lions, my warriors, I'm sending out some special love from me to you. My emeralds, my lionesses, my angels, sending out special love to you. Remember, what he brings you to, he'll bring you through. There's always something else. Think of that other something else. Okay? And I'm sending y'all love and abundance. Okay? Y'all take care. Till the next time. As a matter of fact, I might do it tomorrow. I'm going to promote it. It's Sunday, so I'm going to come with something kind of nice. And y'all tune in. There's always something special with Paul Anthony, the legendary, in full force. Y'all take care.